In this chapter, the initial charm of Molly and Grace's arrival begins to wear off as the reality of Molly's financial demands takes center stage. Molly is no longer content with just living in the house. He is obsessed with securing the 200,000 rupees from Jagan to start his story-writing machine factory. He treats the sweet shop with open contempt, calling it a petty trade, and pressures Jagan to sell his assets or use his savings to fund this modern venture. Jagan feels increasingly cornered. He is a man who measures success by the steady clink of coins in a bronze jug, and the idea of handing over a fortune for a machine that manufactures stories feels like a spiritual and financial suicide. To cope with Molly's aggressive sales pitches, Jagan adopts a classic Gandhian tactic: passive resistance through silence. Whenever Molly begins to talk about the factory, blueprints, or interest rates, Jagan retreats into his shell. He spends more time at the shop, reads the Bhagavad Gita with renewed intensity, and tries to avoid any one-on-one conversations with his son. He hopes that by ignoring the proposal, it will simply go away. However, this evasion only frustrates Molly further, widening the emotional distance between them and turning the ancestral home into a place of cold, unspoken hostility. Recognizing that Molly and Jagan are at a total standstill, Grace steps in as the mediator. She tries to bridge the gap by explaining the logic of the machine to Jagan in a way she thinks he might understand. She appeals to his pride, suggesting that the factory would make the family famous and put Malgudi on the global map. Jagan is torn. He genuinely likes Grace and appreciates the domestic care she provides, but he suspects that her sweetness is being used as a tool to extract his money. He begins to look at her with a mix of affection and suspicion, wondering if she is a daughter-in-law or a business agent. The chapter delves deeper into Jagan's internal struggle regarding his wealth. He knows he has the money, hidden in his bundles of free cash, but he views this money as a private security, not as venture capital for a mechanical monster. He starts to feel that his wealth, which once brought him a sense of monarch-like power, has now become a burden that has turned his son against him. The chapter ends with Jagan feeling like a prisoner in his own life, caught between his love for his son and his absolute horror of the modern mechanized world Molly represents.